Hello Facebook ads people, I'm Konstantinos, and today we're going to talk about problematic ad accounts. Is it your faults, your strategy, the targeting, or is it the numbers of the company? A lot of times people say that I do focus more on scaling and all of that. I don't agree with that. I have a lot of videos with new pixels. You just have to understand that it's not really interesting for me to take every single person that comes and gives me another account with zero sales and all of that. It's easier for me to work and scale ad accounts with my knowledge instead of trying to solve 1 million problems that a new company has and they need a CEO, not a guy who's doing Facebook ads. I have access to some ad accounts which are problematic and I would like to show you that sometimes people feel like it's the targeting or something else, but it's the number of the company. I will show you my thought process behind it and how you can spot if this is a problem, and maybe it's going to help you with 2 ad accounts. Even in another account that now it's profitable, I'm still not happy with the things that I'm seeing and the numbers there. And let's go into my PC and let me show you what I'm seeing, what is worrying me, how I interpret it, so that you can also know if it's a problem of strategy or if it's a problem of the numbers of the company, the offer, the landing page, whatever that might be. Hi guys, I would like to interrupt this video in order to talk to you about my new mentorship programs, and I would love if you go to the website. You're going to find the link in the description, or you can find it in the menu of my website, and over there you're going to be able to see the different mentorship programs that I have. You can find the one that's going to fit better your needs, and I will hope to see you there. So I'm going to start with another account which is having a problem, but not in the strategy, okay? And I will explain you my whole thought process behind it and everything, and you can have your own conclusions with it, okay? So this one on March, it was having just the cost per purchase with a small spend of 295. Before that, I think it wasn't spending. Yeah, it wasn't spending. And if we go on April, still I'm not running that account here, 195. They're doing a lot of stupid things here. I'm improving the results, but still we're far away from where it has to be. And let's start analyzing now, okay? So at the best, I'm hitting 88 over here, cost per purchase, which is 0.49. I'm testing different things all of this period, from broad to interest, lookalikes with interest, the blender method, which I'm doing when I'm desperate, and in problematic ad accounts is giving me a little bit better results, but still it's not enough. And after that point, you're saying I'm trying everything, all the best practices and everything that they work across accounts. Am I doing something wrong? Let me start analyzing my numbers. First of all, and this is for you to understand if in reality you have a problem in your funnel or in the strategy, because it's very important for you to have to be realistic of what you're expecting from Facebook. So here we have a pixel which is not trained. Are we expecting from this pixel to get trained and go from 0.5 to 2 ROAS? The answer is no. If you want to go from 1.7 and train the pixel and go to 2 ROAS, it's going to happen. Now, first of all, we see a very high CPM. It could be an indication of having a pixel which is untrained, which we know it's untrained, and we try to train it, of course. We know that from the broad targeting and the results we get from broad against interest and stuff. But for sure, I can tell you that I have tried a lot of interest and stuff. It's not going to be, don't expect a magic interest to come here and give you a CPM of $30, for example, okay? It's not going to happen. Give or take, all the interests, they are communicating with each other, so you're going to get kind of the same results. Some of those are going to be better, but it's not going to be one interest which is going to give you crazy good results. It doesn't go like this. Let's start spotting the problems. Problem number 1. We are having 88 over here, which is something that we have seen in other accounts, but the ROAS over here is 0.49. This is a red flag for AOV. What's the AOV over here? 32, 43, 40, which means that immediately, if we can take this to go to 100, so 3 times more, this one would be 1.5 ROAS. Now you can tell me, how do you do that? I'm not an expert on increasing the AOV or fixing funnels, but I'm an expert on telling you that nobody invited you to advertise here. If you want to have numbers that make sense, you need to have friendly numbers also as a company. And right now, advertising with 40 or 30 AOV in this specific niche and stuff, it's not going to work. Okay, so you need to have higher AOV over here in order for you to have better numbers. If you make it, for example, an easy fix to go to 2 ROAS that this company wants, and it's not getting, and it will not get with the current situation no matter what, it's increasing the AOV, for example, 4 times, problem solved. Okay, easy to say, difficult to do, but you get my point. Another thing, which I'm spotting over here, if you come and you see, you're going to see that we have 508, 136. This is 1 every 3.5. So 508 divided with 136 every 3.7. Okay. In this kind of prices and AOV, we do see maximum with a conversion rate, which means that we have a problem with the conversion rate also here. We see maximum 1 to 2.5, every 2.5 checkouts, 1 sale. If we had this over here, this would be on 1 ROAS plus already. Another problem that, in order for you to be realistic, let's say that you don't want to change anything. In order for you to go to 2 ROAS over here, you need to drop this to 22. Okay, because it's going to be 2 times 0.49, it's going to go to 1, and 2 times 1, it's going to go to 2 ROAS. So you have to divide these 2 times. 88 divided by 244 divided by 222. Okay, so this is when you're going to have 2 ROAS. What do you think it's more possible? To lower, just because you did a magic targeting, this number from 88 to 22, or to do other things in order to have friendly numbers and maybe get this one to 70 eventually with training pixel and stuff, but also on 70 be profitable because you have fixed so many other things like AOV and conversion rate. And let's go to the biggest, not to the biggest, to another problem, because this ad account doesn't have only one problem, it has a lot of problems, and it needs a whole reevaluation of the numbers. If we come here, we are going to see that the CPM is not only high because of the untrained pixel, but it's also high because of the bad creatives. I'm not going to call them completely bad, but imagine that lowering this one to 2, while not even fixing the conversion rate and making it having the same conversion rate, that would go immediately to 1 ROAS. Okay, so this one has to drop below 2, which means that we need more creatives and all of that. Don't get really excited with the CTR, because when you have high CPM, you have high CTR. Why? Because with higher CPM, you reach less people. Okay, so if you reach 100 people, 5 people to click, which is 5%, is very easy. But if you have lower CPM and you are reaching a lot of people, 5% on 1,000 people reach is much more difficult to be achieved. But what we can do is to see those that they have similar CPM, which ones are better creatives from the others. For example, this one looks like it's a better creative from the others, at least in the percentage of people clicking it, and it has a good cost per purchase over here. Is this a problem of the strategy here that we're not getting the 2 ROAS? Is it because we're targeting something wrong or something? The answer is no. I have showed you so many things from the AOV and all of the other stuff and the experience across accounts that they are working, that here we have so many problems, which is not the strategy or the targeting. It's just the numbers of the company, the funnel, the offer, the AOV, all of these kind of things that if they are going to be improved and we keep the same structure over here, then we're going to have good results in the platform. So this is not the fault of the strategy. This is a wake-up call for the owner to understand that these numbers don't make sense and he has to fix them. And just to prove my point, let's go into this account to show you also this. So what do we have here? We have very high CPM, as we said. Cost per unique click is really high, okay? But this company is happy if it gets 1.5 ROAS plus, and I have campaigns that I have established that, okay? So if we see, and let's see also even on the last 30 days, 1.58. So I'm hitting the numbers that the company wants. But how? On the previous one, we were having better numbers on the cost per purchase, we were having lower CPM, we were having lower cost per unique click. Yes, but this company has a very big advantage, which is the AOV. So you see here that we have much more problematic numbers comparing to the previous ad account, but it's working because they have focused a lot in the AOV. Let me see also the conversion rate. Conversion rate, it's 90 checkouts, 60 purchases. It's not even 1 to 2. So over here, what we have is good conversion rate. We have good AOV, which is helping us to go close to the numbers that the company wants. And then we're trying to see if we can improve. On the previous one, we had a problem everywhere. So it's a completely different case. Are we happy with that? No, we have to improve to the creatives. As you have seen with the cost per unique click, we have a lot of things to do, but we are profitable and we are improving. In the previous one, nothing is working and nothing is going to work because we have so many problems in everywhere. Conversion rate, AOV and stuff. At least here, they have fixed the AOV in a way that it's going to be profitable so that we can improve in other places. We're not happy with this one either, but it's a completely different thing to try to scale, improve, or whatever, instead of having something which is completely broken and try to fix it just because you targeted one super magic interest or you used a super magic strategy. No, it's not going to. If the numbers are not there and the funnel is not working, it's not going to be profitable for you. I hope that these visual examples are going to help you to understand if you're profitable or not because of your numbers or the strategy and everything, and maybe a wake-up call for all the people that they have funnels and they don't know if it's their fault or they don't know if it's the strategy or the media buyer or whatever. That's all, and I will see you for the closing of the video. So there is not a magic interest which is going to come and it's going to help you and you're going to have, instead of 0.5 ROAS, 7 ROAS or 6 ROAS. This is it's not going to happen. You need to improve numbers when you're doing things that are working across. At least on my side, I know what is working and what doesn't work. I'm doing it. I'm getting some numbers. These are the numbers that I get. In order for me to improve, there are several things from creatives, landing page, AOV, and all of the things that we discussed in the video. You should not just be blaming that, okay, the targeting, if we change it, it's going to be fixed. If you do that, you'll just keep going to lose money in testing because you're going to be blind and you're not going to admit the reality that your offer, your product, all of that, they have a problem. Don't forget, guys, that if you want to learn more, you can check my book, my course, my website. You can check, of course, my super new updated course that is coming. You can check also my mentorship programs and below people that they have completed them. And until we meet again, guys, be creative and be consistent.